I don't know where that police... oh, the police stopped, didn't it, behind the other van that's about to get a naughty ticket. Naughty.
Very naughty.
Morning all. We are back on another not so beautiful day today. Let's see if we can manage to get over here. Manage to get in front of this one. Around here we can. Lovely. Turn that indicator off. And we are away. So it's another lovely morning. We are getting ready to go to, well, we are getting ready, we are on our way to work. Slightly different start of the route this morning, but we are going to be doing the A12 as usual. It is just the most effective route, and I think by doing this route we get to learn all of the dangers of the route. We get to learn the roads, let's put it that way. Oh, flappy strap problem again. It's damn flappy straps. Yeah, so I mean, sometimes you want to change it up a bit. Look at this guy, purposely moved over. You saw him and you purposely moved over there. You're a fucking idiot. Anyway, yeah, I mean, sometimes you mix it up a bit to, you know, get it a little bit, you know, not same old all the time. But if you do same old all the time, you learn so much from it. You learn all the different possible scenarios that could happen in that same route, on that same road, at that same junction, etc. At the same filtering on the same, you know, part of the road. You get to learn a lot from it. If you're mixing it up a bit, there's a lot of things that are new, and occasionally, yes, it's good, but if you want a safe ride, it's always good to go the same route, the route that you know, the journey that you know, that it's not going to give you the path of least resistance, let's say. Right, so wing mirrors and broom, uneven surface here, but I think we are still good. I'm going to hang back just here because the lights have changed. Ford Ranger and the, is it the Tracer? I don't know what that van is. So the Volkswagen has obviously seen us, and I think we will take that to our advantage. He'll say thank you with a leg. Alright, we're out of trouble. No more cars. For me, vehicles, they're trouble. When you're on a nice clear road, there's no trouble. The only trouble you've got is junctions, slip roads, pedestrians, animals, cars pulling out. You know, that's the sort of trouble that you've got when you're on a clear road. But you've still got all of that when you're on a busy road. So it's just one less thing to worry about. Now we're assessing here, do we go left or right, Neither of them seem to be a very good option. And I will go left. Neither of them seem to be a very, very good option, but we can squeeze through just a little bit, and we've got a little bit more room at the front of this. Oh, you're a top man. Thanks, mate. Why have you got your fog light on? Now the reason I'm going left here is not so much to undertake. I mean, I could undertake, but everyone's already going above the speed limit. But it's to give me better stopping distance if something were to happen. There's no point in me hanging behind this car. In a car, you'd be behind this Fiesta, or Focus rather. Now, I will get over because there's no one behind me. Just quickly make those lights. And now we're in a better position. We don't know where this Mercedes van's going. I'm going to just use a bit of speed to get past him in case he does want to come over to this lane. That car's now coming over to this lane. Does he want to turn right? He's braking. He doesn't seem to want to turn right. So what we're going to do is we're going to move back into the middle lane for our options. Mercedes is coming up too quick on the inside to go to that first lane. So we will stick here. We've got loads of room to filter to the front, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing. And we're still behind the white line, so we're all good. So these filter lights, I'm pretty sure after these filter lights they will change to crossing. So left and right now go. I don't think it's our turn, if I remember rightly. I think knowing the lights in terms of the sequence of, not red, amber, green obviously, but knowing the sequence of who goes when is quite, it's not important, but it's good to know, because you know, you can be ready. There's nothing worse being in rush hour thinking that your lights are not going to change for a while, you being in neutral doing something, you got your foot down and the guy on the right hand side goes because it's green. Then you're in all sorts of trouble. If you're going to get yourself between cars or at the front, you got to be ready to go. So we can see that we're ready to go now. The lights over there have changed red. Quick lifesaver, mirror check, lifesaver, we're good. We're already checking the left and right junctions to make sure there's no emergency vehicles coming. I'm going to get over. Excuse me. A rubbish taxi. Does that mean that it's just not very good? Or does it mean it transports your rubbish? I'm pretty sure it's the latter. So these clouds are not looking too great, are they? I mean, it's not supposed to rain today, but looking at the clouds, I don't know. It's to me, I've got my visor down, so it's a little bit more tinted, but to me these look like rain clouds. I think we may be getting wet this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Or should I say gentlemen, because only, according to the statistics, here we go, only 3% of you are female. Most of you are from the UK, and a staggering 78% of you that watch my videos are not subscribed, which makes me wonder, if I've got almost 3,000 subs and I'm only getting 800 views on my videos, what are you guys doing? Whose videos are you watching? So I'll take this opportunity to say, please, if you do enjoy the channel, if you do like the content, give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe if you want to see more of the same old. Also doing bike build videos. I am actually doing tuitional stuff as well. What I want to say is, don't take these videos as tuitional or educational. They're not intended for that. They're intended just as vlogs, vehicle logs of my journey into work, what I am seeing with my own eyes on the road in terms of filtering. Look at all of this traffic. We will, ladies and gentlemen, have to use the ACL, if there is one. Is there an ACL? There is an ACL. Look at this. It's a whole line just for us. It's not really just for us. It's not actually for us at all, to be honest with you. It is an ACL, which is an advisory cycle lane. You can see it's got a picture of a cycle, and you can see it's got dashed lines. Dashed lines means you are allowed in it, but you should not be in it. So if you were to have an accident or something like that, it's likely to go against you because you should not have been in the cycle lane. If it is an MCL, and I've said this so many times on the channel, so hopefully the guys that are watching my videos a lot, you're sick and tired of this. You know the difference now. What's an MCL, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not even going to tell you. I'm going to leave that up for the comments. In the comments, MCL. What is an MCL? There we go. This isn't an MCL, but what is an MCL? Let's see how many people are listening. Right, so this guy is indicating, so we're going to pull here so that he can definitely see us. I know I'm over the line a little bit, but this is where safety over legality comes in. If I was behind that line, he may not see me as well. I am intending to whip off very quickly, as long as these cars are stopped, but at the same time, I always like to be in a position where people can see me, especially when they've got their indicator on to turn left. I don't want to be level with them in their blind spot or parallel with them, because they're not looking to their left, they're looking forward. BMW edging over for some reason. I don't know why he's edging over. He's edging back now. Maybe he was distracted on the phone, checking his timetable, calendar, I don't know. There's a red light here. This car does not have his indicator on. Doesn't mean it's not turning left though. But we will pull here. We're going to accelerate quicker than a Prius anyway. We just need to worry about this van, which I thought might do that. But we were ready. It's all good. I could have stopped a lot earlier, but I wanted, you know, it's a bit weird, right? But you know, sometimes when you want to make it a bit close. I don't know if you understand that. You do it a lot in cars, not so much in bikes, but you wanted to make it close so that it was almost an accident. So that someone, you know, they're going to either stop or you're going to have to stop, and you're ready to stop, right? You could stop. That guy there, if he did pull out, I could still stop, yeah? But you want to make it a bit close, just to say, you screwed up, mate. You're in the wrong. And I don't know if you saw his face on the camera. It was a little nod, and he knew he was in the wrong. So yeah, you've got to kind of. You don't have to, but I make things a bit close, just to kind of, just to make them think, oh shit, I almost had an accident. If I didn't stop, I mean, if he didn't stop, he wouldn't have had an accident because I would have stopped. But what I'm trying to say is, I like to make things a bit close now and again, and I'm sure we all do it. I'm sure we all intentionally don't apply the brakes as much as we could have, because we know that we can still stop. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, especially if you're car drivers. Car drivers do it all the time. Anyway, we've lost, as usual, we've lost the 360 cam. So maybe you won't see that on camera. I don't actually know when it stopped recording. Someone suggested to me that it's probably the memory card. So I will order a new memory card from Amazon. I mean, the memory cards I'm using at the moment are 256 gigabytes. I don't think I need it that big. I think 128 is more than enough for two journeys of work. And I'm always dumping the card onto the PC when I get home anyway. It's one of the rituals. I get home, I take all the cameras off, I put them on charge, I kick off the download of the data onto the PC. So you've got a learner here who's obviously got his foot on the brake, because that brake light keeps coming on, and we will be able to see now his foot positioned clearly on the brake, because he's definitely not holding the brake with his right hand. So I suspect that his foot will be clearly on that brake. I want to get over here just to see his foot position. I don't know if we can because he's behind those covers. But yeah, his foot is, whenever he goes on a bump, that brake light goes on. So I think his foot must be on the brake. I don't know where the brake is on that thing. Maybe you don't have a rear brake. Maybe it's only a front brake. There's no actually speed cameras here, even though there's lights on the floor. So we are a little bit later today. It is 7:38. I'm usually at work by this time. So there is going to be a bit more traffic on the road, which means I'll be doing a little bit more filtering than normal, especially on the, I think especially on the smaller roads. Angina is what that says to me. I mean, we don't need to filter here. As normal, everyone on this road is in a rush. Everyone is not doing under the speed limit. Obviously I am, and I don't know how I'm keeping up with them, officer, but everyone is in a rush. So at the speed we are travelling and progressing, at the moment we don't need to filter. But as it slows down like this, we get in a situation where we can progress slightly. This car makes me think that he wants to get over. He was drifting slightly. Maybe he wasn't intentionally trying to get over, but he was drifting. I will move back into this lane. because of extra stopping distance. I do though, the only downside of being this lane is I now need to contend with left and right vehicles. But that's my preference, because now I'm going to move over to this lane again. What are we doing here? Why are we all... speed camera, okay. So I was thinking about some of the comments from the last video that you guys were saying. I was thinking about switching out the Z1000SX to something a bit smaller for the daily commute. But, and there's a big but on this, I mean, I was thinking about it for the sake of costs, and also this is my pride and joy. I've put not some money, but I've put a lot of effort into this bike, and I want to keep it as my enjoyable bike, my bike I'd like to go out with friends, tour a little bit, you know, that sort of thing. And at the moment I am racking up the miles on this. I've done something like 12,000 miles, so I'm not doing a great deal. I'm doing about 4,000 miles a year, but most of that is commuting to and from work. Why are you slamming your brakes on to this speed? 32 in a 40. I don't understand what you're doing. So yeah, I was thinking about something smaller, but I don't know if anyone's been watching my other videos. If you have, then you know that I am actually moving house. We're waiting for that to go through, and it's going to be a longer commute. It's going to be, time-wise, it's probably going to be at least double. Distance-wise, I think it's going to be probably 4 times. So we are moving out a bit. Now, this bike is great with longer distances and motorway speeds and stuff. If I got myself a little 400, I'm not sure that I would enjoy that on the motorways. Not sure. But you never know. I don't really know how much a 300. If I got something like a KTM 300 or a Z300, there is a Z300, maybe a Z400. I don't know how much they're going to be struggling at 70, 75 mile an hour on a motorway. I'm sure they'll be fine, but I don't want to be screaming down a motorway, if you know what I mean. This is a horrible position for me to be in, so I'm checking behind me. I'm going to drop back. I think this van is likely to move over to the left anyway. I see a motorbike there. I'm going to indicate Prius. This car's going to get over anyway, so we'll go on the inside lane. Yeah, so haven't made up my mind. I think I'll wait until I'm going to move over. There's a bike there. I think I'll wait until I'm in that position where I am commuting for that longer distance, and then I'll kind of make my mind up from there. Right, this is the line, even though I've got a moped behind me. Okay, he's not coming behind me, he's on the right hand side. This is the one where I will not cross that white line because of the wide swing possibility of these cars and the short curbage in front of this white line. So if you have a look at that, it's advisable not to really cross there. I know some people do, but for safety reasons I wouldn't cross there. Check him right. Here you've got a bit of a bigger curbage in front, as you can see. Check him right again, swinging round, checking left. Oh, now we get into the very slow, and I got a feeling this is going to be chocker. I've only left like 10 minutes later today, but I think it is going to be chocker. I allowed enough movement for that bus. This GLC, is he going to move over enough? GLE rather. I think I've got room now. It's good. Surface doesn't look too uneven, so we're in a good position. Checking the lights over there are still green on that left hand side, so we know that we're not going to move just yet. This guy's got other ideas. What are you doing, mate? It's a red light. Here we don't see these dividers, now we do, but I'm still going to go around the outside just after this Transit, no, just after this Audi. We will skip in here. Through the middle here is not great for me because there's a lot of stuff that's moving left and right in terms of buses, cycles. People are going to want to overtake and get in that little gap. This guy's going to go through the middle, but for me that's not the answer. For me, I'd rather hold in this position. I will wait until the concrete bollards are finished. We've got a vehicle up here turning right. Now we're in a position to check what we've got. We've got a coach and we've got some vehicles, so we won't go just yet. We're checking behind us. We can filter a little bit here, but there is a guy that wants to be in that lane. He's turning right as well, well, our left, but his right, so we will hold here. Now I guess I could go in that slow lane now, but I don't know, the risk is just too much higher. I'm just going to filter up one car. There are police there, which is fine. This is a junction. I'm not supposed to be filtering on a junction, and we do have a Prius. As long as this guy's not turning right, I think we're good. That guy saw me, so he decided to close the gap, which is fine. Up to you, it's your priority. I'll just get in front of you another way. Yeah, I don't know where you was expecting to go, mate. You ain't getting through that gap. See, the problem with the traffic is, yeah, I know we can filter, but there's not a lot of room to filter around here. This is the problem. You've got that gap in the middle now, which that guy's going to take. But I think he's going to get stuck a little bit. He's already got stuck there. He's wiggling. He's trying to go back and forth. He's trying to get out of there. The lights are going green, man. It's another 5 seconds and then I'm clear on the right again. So for me, it's not really worth it. Got another biker behind me, which I need to watch out when I swing to the right. And you see that moped didn't actually lifesaver. And there are cones up here, so we have to be wary of these cones. This coned area we need to get in. See, look, he went all that trouble and didn't actually make any progress, so there wasn't a lot of point of that. That's what I meant. It's you can try and filter your arse off, but you're still going to be at some point stuck. And is it worth the extra effort, the extra wriggling around, squeezing between? It's not, because he's behind me again. Now this one is not indicating, but yeah, I mean, I can't say the words quick enough to tell you what's going to happen. But you could tell he was pulling out to the right well before he did. The likelihood is he's going to want to get over again. KTM behind me. Nice. Yeah. Do want to get left. I got a feeling this Prius wants to get left as well. Look at his position. Yeah, the Prius wants to get left. Here we go. Now he indicates. But that does give us a little opening because of the truck. The bus lane, mate. Use the bus lane. There's a bus lane about to open up. No point in going around there. Use the bus lane. Is the police allowed to use the bus lane? I think it is. They did change that rule because it used to be that the police had to have their emergency lights on to use the bus lane. I don't know when it was changed, but now we have a guy parked in the bus lane up here. We saw that well before the police officer did. And we are going to move over. And he's going to get a ticket. Oh, naughty, naughty. Naughty, naughty, Mr. PHS Group. You got yourself a ticket. There you go. You want to get the hell out of there, mate. Cycle lane? No, we're going to have to hold here. There's a Duke. I do like the KTM Dukes. They usually sound really mean. I've not really heard that one yet. It's probably got the standard pipes on. Oh, now you indicate. Come on, mate. Get on with it. What are you waiting for? Cycles are well gone. For the adjoining bicycles. Nice view of the city. We've got a bus parked on the left. These cars turning right, so it gives me space. Pedestrians crossing. This guy here with a loaf of bread or whatever that is. Newspaper, okay. I don't know where that police... oh, the police stopped, didn't it, behind the other van that's about to get a naughty, naughty ticket. Naughty, naughty. I'll put the overview there, the sound overview on that one. Checking anyone here to turn left, any cycles coming out. This is a bus lane again, we are still good. We are running behind work. It is 8 minutes to 8. We usually will be in the office by now, but that 10 minutes has added another 15 minutes to our journey. Now there's no point in me really doing this, but I can, so I will. I'm gonna slip in front of this Polo or Golf, whatever it is, and this guy's braking hard. You're braking hard, man! You're braking hard and you just fucking put your... What are you doing there? You're braking hard. What are you doing, bro? I'm going this way, you're going that way, everyone's going every way. Checking pedestrians that way. Yeah, that's the problem with vans, and I'm always saying this, you don't know what's going on in front of them. You don't know. You can't see what's happening with the vans. So there, didn't have enough distance, which caused me to have to brake a little bit harder. If you had more distance behind that van, it wouldn't have been such a hard brake. It would have been, you've more time to brake, so you would ease the brakes on a bit more. And the problem is as well, in that position I was in, it's a bit naughty, because if I had a car behind me, he braked heavy, I brake heavy. It only takes one little slip up from the car behind not to be able to brake heavy, and then I'm in a world of hurt. So give space, always give space, especially on vehicles you cannot see past. So none of us are perfect when we're riding. We can always, think about, that wasn't good. How do I improve it next time? How do I, prevent that possible potential accident even? How do I do that? What do I need to do different? Analyze it. Every close call you get, analyze it. Every situation which wasn't smooth, analyze it. have a look at what other options were available, what other things you could have done to avoid being in that scenario. I mean, because it's all fine saying, well, the guy smashed into the back of me, it wasn't my fault. Yeah, but still, you still got a broken bike and you're still off the road for a while. It's still, now you're in a position where it's not convenient for you anymore, because now you have to get a rental or take the train or whatever. So here, do I cross into the cycle lane? Now you can see that there's chevrons here on the cycle lane, which to me means you should not be in the cycle lane. Here I really need to get over to the right. We've got indicators going left and right. We've got a gap on this truck, but I don't know if that truck will be able to see me. What I'd like to do is get between these vehicles. Check my options here. I see you. And then we will move over. See, some mopeds there. Another option there, right? We could have, I guess that was another little tight spot where that guy, I mean, he saw me and he stopped anyway, but, cheers mate, you're good. Yeah, he saw me and he stopped, but I wouldn't have gone to the right hand side where he was, but he was actually pulling into the same space I was pulling in, and we were pulling in at different angles. So it doesn't, I mean, it's no one's fault there, but we were both aware. I was aware that I did a check, I saw him, I made a manoeuvre to stay where I was on my left side of the lane. He saw me coming, so he braked and he stayed in his side of the lane. He braked just in case I was pulling out to filter on the right hand side, which a lot of people do without that lifesaver check. They think they're on a bike, no one's behind me. You've got to think of other bikes on the road as well. So it's all good. I think he's vlogging as well. He's got himself a camera. I will try and get past this one, but I don't think we can get past that bus. Oh, naughty, naughty. He's looking for cameras, do you see that? He checked for cameras before he did that. I ain't doing that. That's not my style. I know we'll be here a little bit longer, but hey, for the sake of 30 seconds, not doing it. It was cool of him to check for cameras though. That was, yeah, you don't see a lot of people doing that. But look, where did it really get him? I'm pretty much behind him again, and I didn't break the law. There you go in there. I want to turn right up here, so I'm going to take it easy here. I'm going to filter on the right hand side. And I don't think there's room behind that bus. But now he's behind me. So, yeah. Not much gain. Too much risk. It's the same with danger, right? Your safety. Is the risk worth the reward? And I guess it comes to the same, you got the same question that can be asked when it comes to breaking the law. What's the risk? The risk is you're going to get points on your license. The risk is you're going to get a hefty fine. What's the reward? In this case, there wasn't any. So risk versus reward, is it worth it? Not really. And to be honest, you'll find yourself asking that question with the same answer a lot of the time. Risk versus reward. Was it worth the risk? No, it wasn't. That bus is turning, otherwise I would have gone. I think this is a CBR behind me. assumed risk versus reward and realised that the risk wasn't worth it. Here, can we squeeze through? Can we squeeze through? Is there enough room? Not quite. A little bit more, mate, a little bit more. Ah, he heard me. He heard me. Trucks here, trucks. People pulling out, people crossing. Truck saw me, he moved over slightly, good. Doors, pedestrians, a load of stuff to be looking at here. Red light. Now when we pull away from this red light, we don't have visibility on the left. So we have to make sure that there's no one round that side. There isn't, we're still looking for cyclists popping out. Pedestrians here, buses. Getting past that bus quickly. What is this? What is the cyclist going to be doing here? Again, my indicator is going on early. I intend to turn right here. I'm braking already. I don't want to get hit up the arse. We are turning. Indicating left. You saw me. Nice. See, indicate to help pedestrians out as well. They know where you're going that way. They don't know if this is a one-way street. They don't drive here. They don't look at road signs when they're walking. Oh, it's looking a bit busy, isn't it? Have I come too late? Am I now at a position at 8:02 I'm not going to get a space? I really hope not. Oh, there's loads of spaces around here. It's good. We are good. I'm going to stick myself in here. There's a cone there for. Actually, maybe I won't. I'll stick myself here because I don't know what that cone is. Might be a reason for that cone. Oh, I don't want to get too far away from this scooter because people tend to park next to you, but I want to leave just enough room that I'm not going to be in a position where I can't put my cover on. Alright, we're good, we're finished. Have a good one, speak to you later.